what I will never forget is how it made me feel to come into those aid stations and my best friends were there ready to help me take my shoes off, shove an Uncrustable in my face, make me pound some calories before I start running again. Help me if I needed to, reload my pack, because you get to a certain part of those races where your mind, especially for me, it was my first one. So, and going into Leadville, the longest run I had done prior was 35 miles. So going into that, knowing that, 65 miles of this race is totally variable to me. And the variables came for sure. But, knowing, I think having in the back of my head as motivation to keep going, but also knowing like, man, I have, not to be biased, I have the best crew of people that are waiting for me, at 2 a.m. They haven't slept. I've been running the whole time. They're not sleeping. They're making sure all of our supplies and our checklists, like they are there with the only intentions being to help me be successful in this race. And like, wow, what a crazy display of unconditional love,
From your girls, right?
Yeah. So
women crew. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had the way that the kind of the rules work is really it's like crowd control. But at some of the aid stations, some of them were open to anyone. Others, you could only have 4 people, and they had to have wristbands. So you were able to come in with your pacer, because at certain points of the race, you're able to have a pacer.
Which is someone who runs alongside you.
Yep, someone who runs alongside and is basically making sure you don't run off the trail in the middle of the night.
In your crazed state.
Yeah, you get to that next aid station. But yeah, so I have a group chat that we're the Western girls, and it's my best girlfriends, including my best friend who was also my coach for the Leadville 100. And I mean, they helped manage the crew, and they helped make sure that everyone knew their different roles. And at those bigger aid stations, when all of our friends could be there, we had a crazy small side tangent. Some of my closest, the closest people in my life that are like my chosen family are people that I ran with at college. We had an amazing, I didn't run on like the official team, but we had an incredible, there was like a recreational club association at the university that I went to. And so we had a run club. And from the 4 years I was there, basically everything I did outside of going to class was run club. It was running on the weekends with run club, going out and doing things, after class, or going and hammocking on campus. It was with this core group of people that are still my closest friends today. And I truly think that's rare from a lot of people, the people that I talk to once you leave college. It's not always easy to stay super close with the people you went to school with, but running was like that fabric that I think kept all of us together, and we've continued to support each other, even though maybe not all of us are competing at a high level anymore, or, just more running for fun. Running was kind of that fabric that allowed all of us to stay really close in each other's lives and to plan events around going and doing cool trail runs. And so my girl group, like my group of, some of my closest girlfriends, we have chosen to prioritize throughout the year getting together to just go be in nature together, to go run trails, to go summit mountains, to travel to each other's races and just be there for each other. And I think that's, I think it's really unique. I think it's a really unique way that this sport and activity, it brings people together and really allows people to just like love each other and be there for each other. Whatever your goals are, however fast you run, who cares about your mile time? We just want to go run together. And so, bringing it back to Leadville, it was just so special to be surrounded by people that, it had nothing to do, it wasn't benefiting them to stay up for 24 plus hours straight to help me do this insane thing and run 100 miles in the mountains, but they did that because it's like that shared It's like that. I think that's like the true definition of community, is like sharing those values together of like, if it's important to you, it's important to us, you know?